What would you do if a storm destroyed everything you owned? One poor farmer believed only God could save him. So he wrote a letter straight to heaven. In the middle of a lonely valley stood a small house on top of a low hill. From there, one could see the river, the fields of ripe corn, and flowers blooming among the crops, signs of a promising harvest. All the land needed was rain. Throughout the morning, Lencho, a hardworking farmer who understood his fields deeply, kept watching the sky toward the northeast. "Now, we're really going to get some water, woman," he said confidently. His wife, who was preparing supper, replied, "Yes, God willing." While the older boys worked in the fields and the younger children played near the house, the family gathered for dinner. Just as Lencho had predicted, large drops of rain began to fall. Huge dark clouds approached from the northeast. The air became fresh and sweet. Lencho stepped outside simply to enjoy the feeling of rain falling on his body. Smiling happily, he returned and said, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces, and the little ones are 5s. With satisfaction, he looked at the beautiful cornfield covered in rain. But suddenly, a strong wind blew across the valley. Along with the rain came large hailstones that looked like shining silver coins. The children ran outside excitedly to collect the frozen pearls, but the storm quickly became dangerous. "It's really getting bad now," Lencho cried. "I hope it passes quickly." But it did not stop. For an entire hour, hailstones crashed onto the house, the garden, the hillside, and the cornfield. Soon the whole valley turned white, as if covered in salt. The trees lost all their leaves. The flowers were destroyed. The corn crop was completely ruined. Lencho stood silently in the middle of the devastated field. Sadness filled his heart. A plague of locusts would have left more than this, he told his sons. The hail has left nothing. This year, we will have no corn. That night, the family was filled with sorrow. All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. We'll all go hungry this year. Yet, inside that lonely house, there remained one strong hope, help from God. Lencho's faith never weakened. All night he thought about God, whose eyes see everything, even what lies deep inside a person's heart. Though he worked like an animal in the fields, Lencho knew how to write. Early Sunday morning, he wrote a letter, not to a friend or an official, but to God himself. "God," he wrote, "if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos to sow my field again and live until the next crop comes because of the hailstorm." He placed the letter in an envelope addressed simply to God. Then he went to town, bought a stamp, and dropped the letter into the mailbox at the post office. One of the post office employees saw the address and burst into laughter. He showed the letter to the postmaster, a kind and cheerful man. The postmaster laughed too, but soon became serious. "What faith," he said. "I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter." Not wanting to destroy Lencho's faith, the postmaster decided to answer the letter. But to do that, he needed money. So he asked the employees for contributions, donated part of his own salary, and even collected money from friends for an act of charity. Still, they could gather only a little more than half the amount Lencho had requested. The postmaster placed the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho and signed the letter with just one word: God. The following Sunday, Lencho arrived at the post office earlier than usual. The postman handed him the envelope, while the postmaster watched proudly, happy to have done a good deed. Lencho showed no surprise on seeing the money. His faith in God was absolute. But when he counted the money, his expression changed to anger. God could never make a mistake. God could never deny him what he had asked for. So Lencho immediately asked for paper and ink and wrote another letter. After carefully finishing it, he bought a stamp, sealed the envelope, and dropped it into the mailbox. Curious, the postmaster opened the letter. It read, "God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest since I need it very much, but don't send it through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks." Lencho. Moral faith is powerful, but we should also learn to recognize and appreciate the kindness and goodness of people around us.